The Miskatonic Women's Association presents.
Now, I'm just going to ask you a few questions and just answer with as much or as little as you're comfortable with. Don't go into any more detail than you feel like you want to. And if you want to add something to a question that I've already asked, you want to go back a bit, that's fine too. When was the first time you saw it? You know, it was sort of like an accidental thing. There was like an angle on the floor and I walked up to it and I was like, what was that? I have to go home and do some research, you know? And I don't think I actually saw it myself until I was in college. I didn't actually say the word to my professor. And I went to the library. I'm walking through the snacks, sneaking along. I'm covering the book up with another book and something else, and it's like, admire it, you know? Cthulhu, relay, Monologues, it's like roses, it's beautiful. I'm like, we're not looking at the same thing. I had this Kodak camera, and I would sneak out into the woods and I'd take a picture of it, you know? And, you know, aren't you scared? Like, yes, of course. All those things are, well, they're very private, you know? It's your own private joy. And I realized that there was no context in which cultists ever talk about the great old ones. And so I would go up to my, to my cultist friends, and I'd be like, what do you think about Cthulhu? What do you think? And you know, I found after 3 to 5 years I had interviewed over 200 cultists, and you know, it was, how does it feel to be talking about it? You know, very liberating, very, very strange. I'm nervous. I'm not sure what I'm going to say, but you know, I thought it would be like mind-shattering, but it's not. You know, you make it easy. And everything every cultist had to say was more surprising, more outrageous, more exciting than the next. And one cultist would say to me, oh, you need to go talk to so-and-so. She has some great stories about Cthulhu. And then that cultist would say, oh, you need to go talk to so-and-so. She has some great stories about. And then, you know, before I knew it, I was really sucked down this old cult trail, you know? And I've been on the trail for a long time now, and I don't think I'm ever going to get off. Everything on the table, everything you see here, all of these photographs are things that have tried to kill me on my travels. You know, all of these are a part of my experience here. And well, I'd just like to introduce Cthulhu Barbie, complete with tentacle lips. And you can see the crazed cultist gleam in her eyes. And you can actually even see there's this one shock of hair right here. One shock of hair where her fear has completely transformed her body. And this is a doll, folks. This was something that was brought to me by a friend that simply had a Barbie around, and her influence with Cthulhu was so meaningful to her that this was what happened.
No. Why not? This is a bad idea. Oh, come on, isn't it that bad? This went poorly for you. Just let it go and play video games. But I haven't gone through this one canker that could, where she talks about sacrifice and says if it was a good sacrifice, it was a good sacrifice. No. I haven't even started on reclaiming the cult yet. If you do this, they'll hang you in effigy and set you on fire. You worry too much. Everything will be fine. I just want to apologize for my insensitive behavior, and I promise I will never do this again. Am I done? Can I go now?
Now's the time. The moon is in alignment with the unknown zodiac, the untold sign of a fiery maniac. Within each breast awaits a stern, iridescent burn.